Hello, in today's session we are going to discuss about age of geographical discoveries. And in the previous class we had already discussed that it was the Renaissance, which we discussed was a rebirth or the mundane approach or the secular approach which was followed by the people, along with Reformation in the church. We had seen the division of Catholics and the Protestants, right? Along with the scientific revolution. We had seen various examples over here, like it was Copernicus who said that the sun is at the center, right? And earth revolves around the sun. And then we saw Galileo and certain all other thinkers. So all these people, they had ultimately led to culmination of an age which is known as the Enlightenment age. And this Enlightenment age is basically an intellectual movement which was across the Europe from 17th to 18th century, and the emphasis has been on reason, the emphasis has been on freedom, the emphasis has been on equality, right? And therefore it is known as the age of the reason. Is it clear? What were the main ideas that were propagated by the philosophers during this period? The first one, which we notice over here, is John Locke. Okay, he propagated the idea of natural rights. He said that an individual is born with tabula rasa. It's a blank slate, right? And it is said that this individual has certain fixed rights. For example, right to dignity, right to liberty, right to land, right to property. All these had been present, and he says that these all the rights are inalienable. That means that nobody can take these rights from the people, not even the governments. Is it clear? Now, he believed that the governments is formed through a social contract. It is a two-way process, basically, this social contract theory, right? And what happens, like the person, he decides. We will see further in American Revolution, right? We will notice that it is the people, it is the people of America hereby decide to give ourselves this constitution, right? That concept of social contract, that the people is going to decide that it is going to have some duties towards the state, and for that the state is going to give certain rights to the people. It is going to be a two-way social contract theory. Now this thought has inspired, we had already seen about the glorious revolution of the past. It has inspired the American Revolution, we'll see, where they will say that no taxation without representation, right? Here they're going to talk about life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. It is clear. And this is going to lead ultimately to a complete liberal democratic form of government. Is it clear? The second philosopher of Enlightenment age is Montesquieu. And Montesquieu is talking about the separation of powers. He had basically argued that the political power, it should not be concentrated on one hand, right? There should be a complete division of the organs, which is your legislative, which is your executive, and which is your judiciary. Is it clear? He wanted that all the three organs of the government should be separated. And where in your Indian Constitution do you notice this concept of separation of power? This is present in Article 50 of the Directive Principles of State Policy. Is it clear? we have seen the separation of legislative from the judiciary. This is in your Indian Constitution. We had picked it up from here. Now, in his Spirit of Law, Montesquieu says, he argued that the political power should not be in one authority. Okay, instead, it should be in three other branches: legislature, which is making the laws, they are separated from the executive, which is enforcing these laws, and the judiciary, which is interpreting these laws. He says that the power, if it is concentrated in one hand, it is going to lead to tyranny and abuse, which we will see in Nazism of Germany and fascism of Italy. Separation, it ensures checks and balances, and no branch dominates the other branch. He had strongly influenced the US Constitution here and the idea of democratic states. Now, this is further going to lead to freedom and justice. Now, another one over here is Rousseau. He gives his concept of popular sovereignty. Rousseau says that man, he is born free, but everywhere he is in chains. He argued that freedom is the natural state of humanity, but unjust governments, they enslave people. Understand that despite these philosophers coming, what are we going to notice? That despite this, we will see coming up of colonialism and imperialism immediately after in 19th century, right? And he advocated for popular sovereignty. This means that the government is formed by the collective will, which is your consent. Okay, this collective will is the consent of the people, and the government comes to form by this. Is it clear? He says that the laws, they should reflect the collective will of the people and not just the ruler's wish. The citizens, they must actively participate in the governance. Is it clear? Now, that is talking about the concept of, you can note down over here, participatory form of democracy. And this has inspired your French Revolution 1789 of liberty, equality and fraternity. Is it clear?